Good morning, students. So in the last class, we were discussing about the rotational transformation function. So next we'll move on to the next topic. So the next topic is the Gaussian bivariate random variables. So here already we have discussed normalized Gaussian single random variables in the module 1. So now we are extending the same concept to the bivariate Gaussian random variable. So here we are going to assume Z1 and Z2 as the bivariate random variables. Is it audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So here the same concept of Gaussian single random variable, it has been extended to the bivariate random variable with the assumption that Z1 and Z2 they are taken as the bivariate random variable with the outcomes anywhere in the independent random variable small z1 and z2 plane where we are going to assume small z1 and z2 they are going to lie between minus infinity up to plus infinity. So in such case the normalized Gaussian bivariate PDF it can be defined by the equation. So here you can see that f z1 z2 of z1 comma z2. So here this z1 and z2 they are small, so is equal to 1 by 2 pi square root of 1 minus root z square exponential minus of z1 square minus 2 rho z z1 z2 plus z2 square divided by 2 1 minus rho z square. So this is the equation for the Gaussian bivariate PDF. And so here we are also going to assume that the value of the rho z that is the correlation coefficient always it will be less than 1. That is the magnitude whenever you will be considering, so it will be less than 1. And also here we are going to make the assumption that the square root of 1 minus rho z square is always greater than 0. So here suppose if it is 0, so here the entire PDF it is going to be undefined. So here for that reason always we should make sure that the value of square root of 1 minus rho z square is always greater than 0. So here with this we are going to prove that the PDF value of Gaussian bivariate random variable, it will take the value 1. So you take the next problem. Prove that double integration fz1 z2 of z1 comma z2 dz1 dz2 is equal to 1. So here we are going to prove the Gaussian bivariate PDF. When we take the integration, the area under this it will be equal to 1. So here I'll just take a notebook and I'll start deriving the equation. So I'll just share the screen now. Wait a minute. So here let us prove that double integration with the integral range minus infinity to plus infinity for both the integral which is integrated with the PDF value of z1 z2 of small z1 comma z2 which is integrated with respect to dz1 dz2, it is equal to 1. So this we need to prove. So here we are going to see the solution for this. So here as we know that, so here in the previous topics we have discussed the marginal PDF. So here we have seen that, for example, the marginal PDF for the random variable x, it can be defined by fx of x is equal to integration minus infinity to plus infinity fxy of x comma y, which has to be integrated with respect to y. So here you can see that whenever you will be calculating the marginal PDF for the random variable x, it has to be integrated with respect to y. So here similarly we can write the marginal PDF for the random variable z1 and z2. So here what we can write, so here we can write fz1 of z1. So it can be written as what? Anybody? By seeing the equation of marginal PDF for fx of x. Can you tell me the equation of fz1 of z1? what it could be?
Integral minus infinity to infinity f
Yes.
of z1
Huh?
f of z1 z1
Z. PDF will be there. F Z1, Z2, Z1 comma Z2, which has to be integrated with
to
respect to DZ.
dz.
Yes, good. So now we need to solve this. So here in order to solve this marginal PDF, so here we are going to make use of the technique of completing the square. So here the same equation, it can be rewritten by taking the completing square technique, and PDF it can be rewritten as, so fz1 of z1 is equal to, so integral minus infinity to plus infinity. So here fz1 of fz1 z2. So from the definition it is given by what? 1 by 2 pi. I'll write the entire equation here. 1 minus rho z square exponential minus of z1 square minus 2 rho z z1 z2 plus z2 square, which is divided by, in the exponential itself, 2 into 1 minus rho z square. So here this is the equation of the PDF, Gaussian bivariate PDF, so which has to be integrated with respect to dz2. So here now whatever the equation we have written, PDF equation we have written, so that is going to be rewritten by using the technique of completing the square. So here in the next step it can be rewritten as, so here I'll just take 1 by 2 pi square root of 1 minus rho z square as common. So this can be taken as common as it is independent of the random variable or the independent variable z2. And here into e to the power minus z1 square by 2 integration minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus z2 minus rho z z1 whole square divided by 2 into 1 minus rho z square, which has to be integrated with respect to dz2. So here what happens, whenever you be multiplying e to the power minus z1 square by 2 with e to the power whatever the exponential term here we have, so here it will be resulting in the same equation as in the second line as you are going to see here. So that doesn't make any difference. So here in order to make the simplification easier, so this whatever the alteration that we can make. So here in the next step, so here you can put. So here now to simplify this, so now you are going to assume u is equal to whatever the exponential term we have. So that we are going to assign for the independent variable u. That is, we are going to put zu as z2 minus rho z z1 divided by square root of 1 minus rho z square. So here we are not going to consider 2, that we need to keep in our mind. So here suppose if you differentiate on both sides with respect to du and dz2, so here it will be resulting in du is equal to dz2 divided by square root of 1 minus rho z square. So here the differentiation of this will be 0, because since we are differentiating with respect to z2, so here we will be getting only this term. So here we can make this substitution in the above equation of marginal PDF. So here which implies that the marginal PDF fz1 of z1, now it becomes e to the power minus z1 square by 2 will be there, divided by 2 pi, and here some modification I'll just include, integration minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power. So here you can replace this entire thing by u square. So here since we have taken u as this, so here we have square and here we have 1 minus rho z square. So in this we have taken the square root. So here this can be written as e to the power minus u square by 2. So now you can see that this or whatever dz2 divided by 1 square root of 1 minus rho z square, this entire thing it can be replaced as du. So can you get this? So here we have 1 divided by square root of 1 minus rho z square. So this term along with the dz2. So this entire thing, it is replaced in terms of du. So now the simplification has become easier. So now it can be written as e to the power minus z1 square by 2 divided by 2 pi. And according to the standard derivation, so in the module 1 itself, we have shown that. So integration minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus u square by 2 du, always it will be resulting in the value root 2 pi. So this you need to remember. And this can be further extended as e to the power minus z1 square by 2 divided by root 2 pi. So here whatever we have, this 2 pi, so that can be written as root 2 pi, root 2 pi. So here root 2 pi gets cancelled. So here we'll be getting the answer as e to the power minus z1 square by 2 divided by root 2 pi. So this value holds good for the variable z1, which takes the value between minus infinity up to plus infinity. So similarly, you can derive the equation for the marginal PDF for fz of z2. So now can you tell me what is the equation of fz of z2? ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Yes, what is the answer for marginal PDF fz of z2? Yes, anyone? Hello. ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ತಾನೇ ಆನ್ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ? ಏನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಲೋ ಹರ್ಷಿತಾ.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the equation for the marginal PDF fz of z2? ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಏನು ಬರೀಬೋದು? So this is for fz1 of z1 is equal to e to the power minus z1 square by 2 root 2 pi. So fz of z2 is equal to what? Anybody else?
Minus z.
E to the power minus z2 square by 2 divided by root 2 pi. So
root 2 pi.
Root 2.
yes, where z2 takes the value minus infinity to plus infinity. So once you get the marginal PDF, so now let us consider the equation of the integral, that is we had minus double integration minus infinity to plus infinity f z1 z2 of z1 comma z2, which has to be integrated with respect to these z1 and z2. So it can be extended as, it can be rewritten as integral minus infinity to plus infinity f z1 of z1 into dz1 integral minus infinity to plus infinity fz2 of z2 dz2. So that is nothing but assuming the z1 and z2 are independent. So here that can be split up. So here we can further return this as, so here this is nothing but whatever the area under the PDF. So this is equal to 1 and this is also equal to 1. And here you can see that whenever you will be substituting, so this will be resulting in the value 1. So this is the proof in order to show that the Gaussian bivariate PDF, always it will take the value 1. So next here for the same Gaussian bivariate random variable, so here we'll calculate the value of the mean. So next is mean calculation. So first let us calculate the mean of the random variables z1 and z2. So both will be same, they will be taking the same value. So which in general can be represented as mu z. So which is obtained by the equation integral minus infinity to plus infinity. So here as we have seen, so mean mu x, it can be obtained by taking the integration minus infinity to plus infinity x into fx of x into dx. So you might remember this the equation. to calculate the mean. So here using the same concept. So here we are going to write the equation for the Gaussian random variable. So here that can be written as Z1 into fz1 of z1 into dz1. So that is nothing but integral minus infinity to plus infinity z1. So this can be replaced as, just a minute. Sorry for the disturbance. So here integral minus infinity to plus infinity z1 fz1 of z1, it can be replaced as we have derived, it is equal to e to the power minus z1 square by 2 divided by root 2 pi into dz1. Similarly, so here it can be written for, so this represents the equation for e of z1. Similarly, we can write the equation for e of z2 as integral minus infinity to plus infinity z2 e to the power minus z2 square by 2 whole divided by root 2 pi, which has to be integrated with respect to dz2. And here we can see that z1 as well as z2, so here they represents the odd integrand. So here for odd integrand, always this will be equal to 0. So here you can mention the reason as it is a odd integrand, the integral value, it will be equal to 0. So here it shows that the mean of the Gaussian bivariate random variable, so it is equal to 0. So next we'll go for calculating the variance. So here variance can be obtained as variance of z1 is equal to variance of z2, which is represented as sigma z square, which is obtained by, so here what is the equation for variance? So variance sigma z square. So in general for sigma x square, we can write the equation as integral minus infinity to plus infinity x square into fx of x into dx. So here using the same, so here we can write it as minus infinity to plus infinity. So instead of x, here we will be writing as z1 square. So fz1 of z1 is nothing but, so here e to the power minus z1 square by 2 by root 2 pi. So similarly, we can write for variance of z2 also minus infinity to plus infinity z2 square e to the power minus z2 square by 2 divided by root 2 pi, which has to be integrated with respect to dz2, here dz1. So here since z1 square and z2 square, so they are representing the even integrand. So for the even integrand, so here such integration, always it will be resulting in the value 1. So here the mean is 0 and the variance is 1. So that you need to remember. So this is for the Gaussian bivariate random variables. And next here we'll go for deriving the equation for the correlation for the between the Gaussian random variable. I just go with the derivation that is being done here. So you just know how to make the substitution and so here next we'll derive the equation for the correlation between the Gaussian random variables. I'll directly go with the handwritten notes. So here the correlation equation, it can be defined by expectation of Z1 Z2, which is equal to covariance of Z1 Z2, which is defined by double integration minus infinity to plus infinity Z1 Z2 fz1 of z2 z1 comma z2, which has to be integrated with respect to z1 and z2. So now in order to simplify this, in order to get the equation of correlation, so here once again we'll go with the method of completing the square. So whatever we have done previously to symbol to get the answer, so here in the same here also we are going to make use of the technique of completing the square. So here using that concept, so here the expectation of z1, z2, it can be written as, so here within the first integral, integration minus infinity to plus infinity. So here we are going to separate these independent variables. So here we can write that as z1, fz1, z2 of z1 comma z2, it can be written as fz1 of z1 and fz2 of z2. So here the whatever the equation that we have for the Gaussian bivariate PDF. So here we have given the definition of the Gaussian bivariate PDF. So here this can be split up, or that can be rewritten using the technique of completing the square. So here by doing that, so that can be written as within the first integral z1 into e to the power minus z1 square by 2 divided by 2 pi square root of 1 minus rho z square will be taken, and within the second integral, so here z2 will be there, and here we'll be writing e to the power z2 minus rho z z1 whole square by 2 into 1 minus rho z square, so which has to be integrated with respect to z2 and z1. So now in order to simplify this, once again we are going to make the substitution as u is equal to z2 minus rho z z1 divided by square root of 1 minus rho z square. So by having this, so we can also get du as dz2 by square root of 1 minus rho z square. So in the previous derivation we have seen this. So now making use of all this substitution in the equation of e of z1 z2, so we can get integral minus infinity to plus infinity z1 e to the power minus z1 square by 2 divided by 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity. So here z2, it can be replaced as, so here from this equation you can see that z2 it is written as u square root of 1 minus rho z square plus rho z z1. So here that is the substitution. So into e to the power, so here whatever this we have taken, so that will be replaced in terms of u. So here we'll be getting e to the power minus u square by 2 into du into dz1. So here du, it is replaced by dz2 by square root of 1 minus rho z square. So here using some terms, we are going to, we have made the relevant substitution that you need to go through carefully. So in the next step, split up the integral. So here splitting up the integral, here you can see that z1, it is an odd integral. So here its value will be 0. And in the second integral, so here you can see that we have left with rho z by root 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity z1 square e to the power minus z1 square by 2 dz1, and integration minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus u square by 2 divided by root 2 pi du. So here this value, it will be equal to 1. So here as we have seen under the Gaussian PDF, so the area under this, it will be equal to 1. So here having that, so here that will be replaced, and we have made a relevant substitution. So here we have obtained the correlation equation for the Gaussian bivariate random variable as rho z integrand minus infinity to plus infinity z1 square e to the power minus z1 square by 2 dz1 divided by root 2 pi. So here you can take this root 2 pi outside. And finally, we can write that expectation of z1, z2, it is nothing but the correlation coefficient rho z. So here where rho z, it is simply equal to the covariance of z1 and z2. And next here, we'll go with the general Gaussian bivariate random variable. So whatever the results that we have seen till now, so they are applied only to the normalized bivariate random variable z1 and z2. And also we have seen that, so here the Gaussian bivariate random variable z1 and z2, they have the means of 0, variance of 1, and the correlation coefficient, which is represented as rho z. So all these results, they can be easily extended for more general Gaussian bivariate random variable that can be represented as x1 and x2. So here in general, so for the general Gaussian bivariate random variable, we can write the equations as x1 is equal to sigma x1 z1 plus mu x1. So here already you have seen this equation in the module 1. So while discussing the Gaussian random variable, so we have seen the relation, the transformation equation, x is equal to sigma x z plus mu x. Already we have seen that. So here the same equations, it is being rewritten in terms of the general random variable x1, x2 for the Gaussian. So here x1 is defined as sigma x1 z1 plus mu x1, and x2 it is written as sigma x2 z2 plus mu x2. And here the means and the standard deviation, so they can be calculated easily for the random variable x1 and x2. And also here the covariance of the random variable x1 and x2, which can be directly calculated using the equation covariance of x1 x2, which is equal to expectation of x1 minus mu x1 into x2 minus mu x2. So whatever the equations we have seen previously, that you need to remember, because if you don't remember, it will be very difficult to solve the exercise problems also. So here we have seen the definition of covariance. So here covariance of xy, it was given as expectation of x minus mu x into y minus mu y. So here using the same equation, it has been rewritten in terms of x1 and x2, so that you need to remember. So here in the next step, we have substituted x1, we have replaced x1 as sigma x1 z1 plus mu x1, and x2 by sigma x2 z2 plus mu x2. So here when you make that replacement, so here you can see that, so when you make the substitution, plus mu x1 minus mu x1 gets cancelled, and similarly plus mu x2 minus mu x2 gets cancelled. So here we'll be left with expectation of sigma x1 z1 into sigma x2 z2. So here sigma x1 and sigma x2, they are constant, so that can be taken outside. So here we'll get the covariance of the general Gaussian random variables as covariance of x1 x2 is equal to sigma x1 sigma x2 into expectation of z1 z2. But already we have seen under the direction of correlation. So here the expectation of z1 z2, it is nothing but it is equal to rho z. So here the final equation for the covariance, so it is given as sigma x1 sigma x2 rho z. So here where you can write rho z is equal to rho x1 rho x2. And next one is the independence and uncorrelated Gaussian random variable. So here so here assuming z1 and z2 are uncorrelated, so then we can have the value of the correlation coefficient rho z is equal to 0. So I'll just repeat the sentence. Suppose if the Gaussian random variable z1 and z2 are uncorrelated, so in that case the correlation coefficient rho z, it will be equal to 0. So then we can simply write the bivariate Gaussian PDF fz1 z2 of z1 comma z2 as the product of the two marginal PDFs. So here that is equal to 1 by root 2 pi e to the power minus z1 square by 2 into 1 by root 2 pi e to the power minus z2 square by 2. And as I told, it is nothing but it is the product of fz1 of z1 into fz2 of z2. And similarly, you can write the equation for the CDF also. So here CDF, it is given as fz1 z2 of z1 comma z2 is equal to capital fz1 of z1 into capital fz2 of z2. And here one more thing you need to remember under the Gaussian random variable. So here while discussing the independence and the correlation, I had told that whenever we say the random variables are independent, so here it will be uncorrelated by default. So independence means uncorrelated default by default. But when we say uncorrelation, so it doesn't mean that they are independent, right? So this statement, it was made at the beginning. But here when you come to the Gaussian random variable, it is the exception. So here this bivariate Gaussian random variable, when they are uncorrelated, so first we say uncorrelated, then it also means that they are independent. So here it is one exception that can be included as the special feature for the Gaussian bivariate random variable. So usually we used to say independence in the sense uncorrelated, but vice versa is not true. But exception is given for the Gaussian bivariate random variable. So when they are uncorrelated, so it also implies that so they are independent. And the next one is sums of two independent random variable. So here in this we can take a general class of problems in the engineering when two independent random variables are added. So here for example, whenever you'll be transmitting the information over the channel, so here in that case we'll be having the original information as well as the noise that can be transmitted to the channel. So here those two, information plus noise, that can be taken as the independent random variable. so which may be added with each other. So here in such cases, so here we can take the sum of two independent random variable as w is equal to x plus y. So for example, if you assume s as signal random variable and v as noise random variable, so then the sum of these two random variable, it is given as w is equal to x plus v. And suppose if you we can also take some other example. So here we can assume x1, x2 as the independent observations of the same random variable x. So for the same experiment, you may get the different outcomes. So in such cases, we can take the possible observations as x1 and x2. So in such case, we can also write w is equal to x1 plus x2. And here, suppose if the mean and variance of the random variable xy, if they are known, then we can also calculate the mean and variance of the sum of the two random variable, which is represented as w. And that can be done by assuming that we know the linear properties of the expectation operator. So now we'll see the derivation. So here, for example, as we have seen, w is equal to x plus y. So as we know that by applying the expectation operator on both sides, it will be resulting in the mean value. So here we have applied the expectation operator and also the linear property of the expectation operator. So here we'll be getting expectation of w is equal to expectation of x plus expectation of y. So expectation of for w is nothing but mu w, which is equal to mu x plus mu y. Similarly, we can also show the equation for the variance. So variance, it is obtained as what? Sigma w square is equal to expectation of w minus mu w whole square. So sigma x square ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀತಿರಲ್ಲ, sigma x square is equal to expectation of x minus mu x whole square ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀರಿ. So assuming having the mean mu x. So similarly, we have written the equation for sigma w square. So here sigma w square is equal to expectation of w minus mu w whole square. So now we know that w is equal to x plus y. So that replacement has been done. So here we can write sigma w square is equal to expectation of x plus y minus mu w whole square. And but mu w is what? Mu x plus mu y. So here that substitution is made here. So here we get expectation of x plus y minus mu x minus mu y whole square. So now we are going to rearrange this term. X minus mu x is taken as one term and y minus mu y as another term. So here x minus mu x, it can be taken as a, and y minus mu y, it can be taken as b. So here this is nothing but like expectation of a plus b whole square. So here having that, so here it can be written as expectation of x minus mu x whole square, that is nothing but a square, plus b square is y minus mu y whole square, plus 2ab. So here 2 into x minus mu x into y minus mu y. So now if you apply the expectation operation to each of these terms, so your expectation of x minus mu x whole square is nothing but sigma x square. Similarly, expectation of y minus mu y square is nothing but sigma y square. And here expectation of 2 into x minus mu x into y minus mu y. So that is nothing but expectation of this will be equal to covariance. So here we can write x plus 2 into covariance of xy. So now suppose if x and y, if they are independent. So here as we have taken the example of transmitting the information over the channel where the noise is present. So here the information is separate and the noise is separate. So here they are independent of each other. So in such cases, whenever they are independent, we know that covariance value, it will be equal to 0. So when covariance is 0, so sigma w square, that is the variance of the symbol, the signal w, it is simply equal to the sum of the variances of the two random variables, that is sigma x square plus sigma y square. So next we have to find the PDF for the random variable w. So here it is a lengthy derivation, so that will take in the next class. So here we can see that the PDF of the random variable w, it is simply equal to the linear convolution or the convolution integral. So that we are going to prove in this topic. So here we are going to show that the PDF of the random variable w, it is nothing but a convolution integral. So that will take up in the next class. So thank you, and all of you can leave the meeting.